Well, I got up a little late, so I'm not quite all dressed. Oh, I am dressed, but I'm not feel like a kind of rushed. um, so today's gonna be a high of about 30 degrees Celsius. It's not gonna be cool. It's not gonna be too hot either, but it's gonna be about 88 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who don't want to accept the metric standard international measurements. So it's gonna be sunny. It's gonna be a good day to get outside, do something if you can. Technically, I don't have to go out. I'll go out anyway, at least for a little bit. I gotta wash some things. I gotta wash my neck out. One thing, and so we'll take care of that today. Now, I got an email from one of our viewers, and I'm gonna keep this short because he kept it short. He said, "I wish so many people would stop nagging you about the solar panels." I'm like, yeah. I said, I agree. It's like not another projects I do. I get nagged at about my solar panel project, but I'm like, if you want to help out, here's how. I said, make sure to share the show out with your friends. Maybe if we get enough people here, maybe there'll be more people to talk to, and they'll be less likely to be complaining about things they really shouldn't be complaining about. How you doing, David S? Good morning to you. Good morning to David S. Yeah. My screen a little bit bigger. And there you go. 110%. You give Michelle's 110% almost every morning. Yeah. Today was gonna be one of those days when deep down she just kinda wanted to just do Helen Reddy, Ruby Red dress to go. Leave me the fuck alone. Kind of. Yeah, I get I put a lot of work in these shows every day. And if you heard Silver Moon yesterday, you'll hear that there was a little bit of emotional exhaustion. But also, I also took suggestion trying to explain a couple songs on the show as well. Last night, YouTube officially confirmed, indeed, it is my 16th anniversary on YouTube. Probably more likely as a viewer as well as a creator. I just started the software, and I don't see any dinger dongers yet. Well, I just turned the stuff around, and there's no one here yet. There will be in a bit. I'm sure Noodles and Tiger will show up. Yeah. So, Monday, can't beat this day, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is okay. Yeah, I just, like, after Libby, my show, with, or Libby's show, when I did Silver Moon, there wasn't really too many people there that night. But then I didn't really plaster the show everywhere either. Even the Twitch side of it had few views. I was like a little bit disappointed, but then in a way I wasn't, because I think we got up to 6 or 12 last night on average, the whole show. Oh, okay. So, Panels Open Guy says, aka America Knows Now. America knows now that Michelle's basically is pretty much speechless. Yeah, kind of, yeah. So let's take care of one official thing that you guys sometimes want to talk about, ETs and things like that. We'll just keep this short. Some people have very have little knowledge on some of the different alien races, even the ones that are best known. The little grays, for example. There's multiple little gray races. One of them is called the Little Gardener. That was one that died in New Mexico. At the Roswell incident. That was a little gray. That was that ET 1947 was basically more plant-based than animal-based. That's interesting. Did they move fast? I think they did, but I'm not really sure. So they would have to have very fast-moving plant material. They're kind of like the tenders in Silver Moon. Oh, okay. No, so they basically maintain the plants and spread DNA far and wide. So they're kind of like the preservers. Yes, the Star Trek preservers. I caught the last few minutes of Lumi's show. I was part of the AI music showcase yesterday with members of your paranormal community. Speaking of songs, we made a new one last night. Although it's probably not, I'll play it at the end of the show. It's called Rhinestone Creator. It's kind of a parody of Rhinestone Cowboy, but it's definitely does not sound like Glen Campbell's Rhinestone Cowboy at all. It's a completely different style of music, but it's still pretty good. Well, let's play it anyway. It's not that long. It's the newest song. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that, I guess. Let's see. So, let's go to Library. Not good music. I'm just gonna play the one song here. This version is two of them. Shit, which one did you like? I think I like this first one better. So let's play the first version.
Yeah! Yeah, I've been uploading these videos so long, singing the same old song. 5,400 and still going strong through every algorithm storm. Seen the trends come, watch the trends die, but every morning I still hit go live and try. Offers keep rolling in my inbox every night. Collab with us, sister, we'll take you to the bright lights. They want me yelling, they want the drama to spill, but that ain't the corner I ever wanted to feel. Oh, I'm a Rhinestone creator, riding the algorithm high. Got my little lights you got me through tonight. They say, do some shorts, girl, 3 minutes, portrait mode. But I can't fit my whole heart in 15 seconds on the road. I'd rather talk for hours about Victorians and snow than chase that cheap dopamine high and watch it go. 16 years I've worn these rhinestones on my screen. Smile through the setbacks and the in-between. They can have the drama, the yelling and the fights. I'll take my quiet corner underneath these lights. Hey, I'm a Rhinestone Creator, still riding the algorithm high. And when the lights go down and the last song dies, I'll still be right here with the ones who realize real connection beats the views and the cloud. We built something real and we ain't backing out. I'm a Rhinestone Creator and I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here tonight.
Rhinestone Creator. The song of every single YouTuber trying to see the big lights. Trying to eventually become their version of Mr. Beast. PewDiePie and others. Keep on trying, and that's all we can do. And that's what the song's about. And after I uploaded that, I didn't upload it to YouTube, but after I created it, YouTube just reminded me, hey, you've been around for 16 years, congratulations. What are you going to do for the other 16? That would be so weird if you're around for 32 years on YouTube. Holy crap. 2016. 2011. 16 more years, you'll be 80-something years old, Loom. Holy crap. No, wait, not quite. Yeah, close. You would be like, let's see. You're 57 now. 6. Give her the 1. 77 years old. Yeah. It's a long time. Yes. Yeah. Good morning. How you doing, Brave Dad? Welcome to the show today. Welcome. Well, David, maybe you should send some of my songs to your friend too. I'd like to get more people to listen to them. Now, I know a lot of people like to complain about AI music, but there is one thing that is true. For some people that don't have a band, don't have musical instruments of any significance, or lack talent, which for me is all three. AI music has allowed us to create something like the intros, outros, songs of how we're feeling, which is actually really useful because it gives us opportunity to express what we want to say. No, I'm not part of your paranormal community. I'm not part of your paranormal community. I'm 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 part of your paranor But maybe you could just share some of my music anyway. Say, I got a friend that's in a completely different community that she's done some pretty interesting songs too. You know, let's see, maybe he might just we want to at least give him about 4 minutes airtime. Eartime? Yes. EAR, ear time. Yeah, good answer. 4 minutes airtime. Hey, my friend, can you give me 4 minutes of ear time, please? I want to let you hear a song from a non-paranormal community member that's been working hard on songs. Good morning, Galaxy guys. How you doing this morning? Sto bene, stay well. Meaning I'm staying well. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'd just like to remind everybody, Michelle, excuse me and Michelle would like very much if you could share the show out with everybody, in friends, family, frenemies. Let them know what you find special about this channel. It was Mojo who said that one of the nice things about coming here is we get a chance to relax from dealing with all the pandemonium on the other channels that often ensues. And I didn't know about it till last minute. Lemmy was doing her show. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes shows do kind of end up on weird time slots. This kind of messes up everybody else. Well, okay, Brain, that's fine. At least to give it 10 minutes to try, I guess that still counts for something. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Just tell them to keep the subscription anyway. Because some days we do come up with fun stuff. And we can't give any more free donations out. Yeah. Yeah, technically it's fine. And as long as they activate the bell, they'll at least know when we're live, so that makes a difference. And then they can always check it out anyway. Or they always can watch the reruns later on in the day when they have free time. So, it's Monday morning. Got to be a high of about 30 degrees Celsius today, or about 88 degrees Frankenstein units. And it's sunny. I think they were mostly watching because of the statements Noodle said and joking. I mean, of course, the FBI, the KGB, Interpol, MI6, Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, the Iranian Republican Guard doesn't know anything about the people here. They just know that somebody said on my channel some stupid stuff, and then you forgot the FSB that replaced the KGB. Yeah, okay. The FSB. But the point is that you stick around long enough, you learn when someone's BSing and someone is telling the truth. So where do you go on a Monday morning? Ideally, you should do Garfield go right back to bed and say, hey, I hate Mondays. It's true, I don't like Mondays that much, especially. Yeah. Probably a couple spy bots too. NSA, CIA. I can't think of really too many other people I can't think of that might be watching. Maybe old grandmothers, maybe old school teachers in some fields. Old college professors. Yep. No, that's fine. I don't do anything nasty in our Discord. In fact, our Discord's pretty lame compared to some. They don't really have a lot going on in there. Yes, a great Galaxy. Yes, Big Brother's always got their eyes on. Yeah. Exactly. A whole bunch of different agencies. Did the CIA give the JFK files back to the other government office they seized them from yet? I'm wondering. If the CIA is supposed to be working under the president, who told them to go into the other government office and seize the files in the first place about JFK? On a serious note, get them to start thinking about something else. One of the problems with Virgos, and for the most part, is that they're a little bit anxious. That's really where some of it starts from. They're kind of like a Cuban cigar in some ways. They're kind of over tightly wrapped. If you actually get them onto something else, a little bit of diversion into another subject that they're interested in, they can pretty much be a little bit untensioned and a little easier to work with sometimes. Has anyone tried Chick-fil-A? I never tried Chick-fil-A. We don't have it in Winston, Craig. Although I do have a question for you with the pictures you sent me about your setup. You sent me two of the same picture. But let me just say this. Here's an idea, since you got the old solar panels laying in your storage area, is if we knew some basics about the setup, maybe Noodles and I could go up there someday and plug them into your power bank. But we need to know a little bit about the panel outputs, which you could tell by taking a look at the picture in the back of the panel. It tells you how many the technical specs. And if your power bank has a solar input, we need to know what its technical spec is. And if it's just a battery, what the battery voltage is, and then we can recommend a proper MPT controller or using a pulse width modulation controller for your panels, for your battery, and then you could just lay them in the grass or on the side of a fence or something, and you got enough of them, wire them up in parallel, and you can basically keep your power bank all chooching and hot, ready to go from the sun shining, instead of sitting in your storage area like poor tired panels left out to pasture. And I mean, you could put like 4 or 5 of them on there, and it'll be pretty good for keeping that battery full. And then, depending on what we need to connect them together, we could tell you what to look for, and or if you could tell me the model of your power bank and panels, I can then look up the cables you need and tell you what to order on Amazon. And also show me a picture of the back of the panel completely, not just the tag, but if there's a microinverter on it, I want to know about that, or if there's a optimizer. I mean, if you got the optimizer, then I would definitely use it, especially if you're going to wire them in series. But I mean, most power banks are not going to want to be wired in parallel series beyond a certain voltage range, unless you want to plug in an external charge controller. Fairy did well too. So just give me as much information as you can. Just take pictures. Show me the setup. Tell me the model number, the manual, and I can look at it and figure out what you need to make those solar panels do more than just look like things in your storage area taking up space. Perry did well too. So, let's see. He took it slow. Just send me the basic information. Then there's a tag in the back of the panel that's glued. It's a label. Just take me a picture of that to start with, and then give me the model of your power bank, make and model information as best you know, or and also what kind of chemistry your battery you're using. Because if it's standard lithium iron phosphate, it should be pretty easy to connect. And if it's a lithium ion of the other types of chemistry, we have to be careful not to overcharge. Or if the BMS isn't up to its snuff, you don't want to have a problem. And I definitely say get some more lithium iron phosphates, which you can afford. Say get like 200, 300 amp hours. If you want to run an air conditioner on the island, that's what I would do. Residential FESS. What is FESS? What is FESS? I'm going to suppose the SS stands for solar setup. But when it's the FE part, federally endorsed solar setup? Oh, okay. Flywheel energy system. That is a system, but it's mechanical. The flywheel acts as a mechanical energy storage device. In other words, there's an electric motor that starts the flywheel. And in a perfect world, the system should be operating in an environment of a nice vacuum to cut back on wind resistance, which will allow the flywheel to spin for some time. The problem is that's in a perfect world. In an unperfect world, there is always going to be air resistance that's going to slow it down. I know that they were experimenting with the technology on things such as city buses to help provide energy, especially with electric buses, so that the buses themselves can maintain a speed. I don't know where Tiger is right now. I don't know where she is. I don't know where Brittany is. I don't know where anybody is right now. It's just Monday. Well, speaking of withdrawal, we got to take care of something this afternoon with some people on X. Yeah. He wanted Vegas and Sarah. Who's Vegas? Oh, Barbie. Oh, yeah. Vegas Barbie. Right, exactly, David. That's the perfect setup. But you can do something yourself as well. Make your own setup that's a little simpler. The problem is with the centrifugal forces associated with most flywheels is enough that it's going to rip the flywheel in pieces if it goes too fast. Yeah. John has trash. He's a bigger mold spore. Say what? Oh, okay. John Camillo, yeah. I met John Camillo, by the way. He's really not a bad guy off camera. He's older. Probably about in his early 60s. it wasn't bad to me when I was talking with him at Walmart. Well, then he's got more mold than I do. But then he lives, as I remember, he lives in a mobile home, which is indicative that he's got a moisture problem. Which is bad news. No, he doesn't always appear nice. It depends on what he's feeling like. It's just like anybody else. I mean, you got people in this world that are just get cranky. I get cranky. I can be just as ornery as the best of them, especially if if I'm being talked down to. I can get very upset with people. And that's okay. I heard, in fact, Femia said this on her channel, on her Discord. I'm not sure if there's a sense of truth or not, but I guess it could be possible. After all, we had Kelly do the same thing, right? Saying she wants to detransition for God, for Jesus. But Femia has also stated in another announcement a couple weeks prior that her father was getting on her back, so to speak, and threatening to throw Femia out in the street. So I wonder if there's some interconnection there. I didn't talk to Femia, so I don't know. But I would like to take some time to talk about that, at least on a more generic level. I don't care if you transitioned or not. I don't care if you're detransitioning or not. As long as it's your choice and it's your decision, and no one's twisting your arm to do it, then I'd say that's fine. If you're going to do it because someone's telling you to or else, then that's not a free choice. And that sucks. And you know what? I definitely say, given what Femyaza said, that it sounds more like she's getting her arm twisted, and that bothers me. You know. Yeah, I understand that. That's why I thought that too. But, the thing is, maybe that's not necessarily true either. I mean, we don't know everything about these YouTubers. I mean, we just know is they come on the screen every day or every so often, do a video. Some put on a persona, ham it up for the audience, for the views and the ratings and the likes. Then just quietly end the show, and then the rest of the day we don't know what they're doing. Unless you stream as much as Noodles does, then you probably know more about him than you do probably about anyone else. I never said Bubbles couldn't be here. Okay, I mean, let's just make sure we understand that. I never said that Miss Anthropic can't be here either. I never said that any of these people cannot be here. But the thing is that some people invariably think that they're not welcome here. This is totally buttkiss. Because everybody's welcome here. Yes, he's really doing those voices. Yeah. And that's the thing that makes my channel quite a different thing than a lot of the mainstream content out there on YouTube, is because it's like the small little cul-de-sac kind of channel, like the tiny pub at the end of a lane that you don't normally go to because it's off the beaten path. And when you find it, it's for some people it's great because it's quiet, relaxed environment. Other people it's too relaxed. It's yeah. Now this week on Wednesday, well, it's truck driving. I gotta get the truck running. I gotta make sure that the shifter is working correctly. It should be. Here's what they did though in American Truck Simulator, and I don't know if Euro Truck Simulator did the same thing. Originally, on the truck, when you on the heads-up display, and you're using the shifter, it will show you the gear position you're in between the range and the split, high and low gears, right? So you would see this little diagram that say if you're in fifth high or fourth low or whatever, and which made the life really easy for the driving, especially with the fuller 18 speed, right? Because you would just be able to use the illustration of where, so if you're not showing gear you're in, you could just check it. I kind of get good without having to look at that. But, it's still... And some will say, well, why don't you get yourself another 24, or why don't you get yourself another 32-inch flat screen TV for the monitor, then you get a bigger screen. Well, on a serious note, I don't think I need to get another bigger screen for that monitor. Yeah, okay. So I don't know where Tiger is, but anyway, so the point is, it is Monday, so people are probably taking care of the Monday chores, whatever they may be for every people. If I personally is happy in their old skins, leave battle alone. Say what? Sometimes your speech to text gets kind of confusing, Craig. So I have to go back and dig through this. So if I'm personally happy, and they're all skins. That's the part that leaves me confused. Leave the battle alone. Okay, I get that part. If they're all happy and then you're happy, and don't start a war with anybody. Okay, well, I just got a dinger dong. Hold on a minute, please. Might be Tiger. Yep. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
All right. Did you hear the new song I created last night?
No, I didn't know you did.
Oh, I'll play it later. I already played it, but I'll play it later on.
Ooh.
Um,
I was just looking at that new Apple smart glasses, Michelle. Fuck, they look cool.
the Apple smart glasses.
Yeah, they've got AI in them, so you can just look at something, and it'll tell you what the fuck it is. Like you can go around New York, and it point them at something, and it'll give you questions.
Well, did they finally get the price lower than $3,000? And they used to have
800, I think.
Oh, that's a start.
Yeah.
So, why don't you send me a link to them? I could take a look at them. Because I didn't know about the new Apple glasses. I didn't even remember that Apple had the WWDC yet.
Oh, I saw it this morning. I'll send you it.
Okay.
Oh, unless I could send you it now, actually. Stop being lazy, Tiger. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I didn't see you on Silver Moon last night. I don't know if you were there at all.
No. Sundays, I'm just really trying to catch up on all the shit that I should have done in the week. But
Yeah.
I will be there next Sunday.
Well, you didn't really miss a lot. Then I played 3 episodes of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in a row. That's probably the part you probably missed, because there's like 3 more episodes left of the series. And and then they also have the records in the lot as well, so we could play the record version and hear what the difference is between that and the actual radio show. Yeah, I know you did. You were also the one that explained and confirmed that Stephen Hawking indeed was one of the cameos in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What the hell ever happened to Fenchurch anyway? I mean, I've been wondering that same question. For those of you who don't know, Arthur Dent had met this woman that you could say became very special to him. Her name is Fenchurch. And she and him, as the story talks about, got real tight. And in the middle of a conversation, she disappeared. So I was wondering when she was going to show back up again. Maybe in the last 3 episodes.
Really, Noah? There's been many a time I've needed something identifying.
What's that?
You know, when you see something, I don't know if it's a weed or a plant or what's going on. I need to identify plants, and I like to identify bugs.
Well, that's where...
Saying Google Lens is a good tool for identifying plants and trees.
Yeah, it is.
You see that?
Oh, yes. You're talking about Femyaz. Yeah. That's... Again, I don't have the full story on Femyaz. She's saying she's detransitioning for Christ.
Huh? She's now going back to being a boy.
Yeah. That's what she said.
That's the second person that's done this for Christ, because I believe Rosie
did too, yeah.
For Christ as well. So I believe. I'm not 100% on that, but I did. I
have no problem with that as long as she's doing it for her own, on her own.
Well, maybe
without her father
what,
twisting her
Michelle?
arm in the process.
Some people, after they've gone through all that, maybe they're still not satisfied. They're still not happy.
Yeah.
You know, and they realize then, shit, it had nothing to do with the gender thing. Maybe it was me not loving myself enough. You gotta maybe they have to learn to love themselves, which means being their self again. You know,
absolutely. You gotta love the skin you're in because it's the only skin you got.
Not everybody. Some people, when they have a change, they're happy with it, but there are some people that aren't. Which is why I wouldn't fucking risk the fucker. Well, especially if I was a man, because once you chop that off, there is no going back.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
At
and if you're a woman, when they rip your vagina out, there's no turning back either. So
I don't know. You could mold something with what you got there. Back again. Anyway, let's not get into that detail. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Brain dead, I'd say that's probably. But then again, what Femyaz also said in one of her announcements indicated that her father was kind of ready to throw her out in the street over this. And I feel bad because I went through something similar. Okay. Even though I'm not the same.
You got your story right. I don't know whether are they doing it because of God or because of their father? I mean, there's two different reasons.
Exactly the question. So let's look at it as best we can figure based on what little evidence I have, what little information from Femyaz's own announcements are. I think her father is twisting her damn arm over this.
Allegedly. We don't know that, guys.
We don't know the details, but that's exactly true.
Opinion. Okay. You're allowed an opinion. So, yeah. Oh, well, that could be maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish them happiness because I wouldn't want to go through all that shit. I really wouldn't. Nobody would. No one would. No one would choose to do all that.
Well, I'll say this much, Noah. I mean, a lot of people are not happy with the skin they're in. I don't know why. I mean, except maybe they think
I'm not
sometimes erroneously that if they are in another set of skin, that their lives are going to be better. Right. That's not necessarily true, but again, they're also look at what society was doing for so long. Especially for someone like Femyaz, which I believe she's a Generation Z. I don't think she's much older than that. She's been taught this kind of mentality that you can be anything you want. You can be happy if you just, change your physical life around. But no one told them to redefine Brit that it's not necessarily going to bring true happiness. It's just going to basically add more expense and pain. And
some people it does bring happiness too, Michelle. You can't deny that.
Yeah, and some people it does.
Hurting anybody else, so let them alone.
Yeah, some people it does bring happiness. I don't disagree with that, Tiger.
Right, and if they're not hurting anybody else and they're living their own life, what the fucking business is it of anybody?
Absolutely. Good morning, Stan. How you doing? Yes, it is. It is their essence, their being. I agree.
Where's Brass City, Michelle?
Where's that?
Where's Brass City?
Brass City. Oh, Brass City is better known as Waterbury.
Oh, why? Is there a lot of brass there? Obviously.
In the video adaptation of the books, Arthur later encounters her working as a waitress in Millways. Oh, okay. Cool. How many books are there? Because I got this impression that there is originally the 4 books I had, and then it implies that maybe there was a 5th book that was later added to the series, written by another person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So David, as you seem to be more familiar with the radio series, how many paper books are there to the series? Come on, Mr. Happy. Yes, I know.
Oh, Mr. Happy. Love you long times. That's probably racist. Sorry, shouldn't have done that.
Anyway, so I was talking briefly to Craig before he came on. He, real quick, we talked about his solar panel sitting in storage, and he was using his portable power bank just for the hell of it. I said, if we knew, maybe let me say it right. Maybe me and Noodles could go up to his house and cobble together some of those old solar panels to keep his portable power bank charged up, using the sun, just lay him on the side of the house. After all, he had a whole roof full of them. I mean,
well, how far is Craig, Michelle?
He lives in Long Island.
So Noodles would have to go from New Jersey
to New York City, then to Long Island.
Well, he's got to go get your ass first. So he's going to have to go from New Jersey to Connecticut to Long Island to Connecticut to New Jersey.
Yeah. But then again, we'd be able to meet each other in person, finally be able to meet Craig and Denise, which I have kind of always wanted to meet. Good morning to you all, Stan. How you doing? There's 6 books in the series. Oh, great. I got to get all 6 because I lost all 6. I know of 4. Definitely, I'm going to have to look for all 6. I know there's one called The Hitchhiker. I know that the first 3. Like You Risk Everything, Swallow the Fish, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and then there's a 4th one. I forgot what that was. And then he said there's 2 more.
When was the last time you read a book?
Oh, yeah, quite a long time. I mean, I'm
sure I've sent you books off your wish list.
I got books, yes.
And you've not read them.
And I do have the recipe book, so I did read the book somewhat. It's been a long time since I curled up in a paperback. I don't know. Michelle Obama didn't seem so bad. I don't know who the Republicans are going to put up. I wonder about that. I want somebody that's younger. I want somebody that's got, a little more younger age people. I think it's enough of this old farts. I think we need some younger people.
Oh, Trump has really lost his swagger.
Yeah, he has.
Never thought I'd be sat here and hearing it.
The same thing as that happens to every one of us, Tiger. Age. It gets to you.
I guess the Trump hat and the Trump shirt and everything has to go into retirement now. End of an era.
Well, there was only one other president that did what he did. Remember this. There was only one other president that had didn't have a consecutive turn from one to the second, which is, I forgot which one it was. So there was only one other president that did that.
Yeah, Misa Happy's. Misa Happy, love you long time. Shit. Sorry, did it again.
If I had Audible or actually I do use something similar to Audible, it's called YouTube. I actually will listen to a story, like one of the sci-fi stories, and what happens? I fall asleep. I used to do that with paper books too. I used to fall asleep with a book on my face, just like Peppermint Patty. All of a sudden, I wake up and the book is like right over my eyeballs. Oh. Yeah, well, actually, it's funny. In the story, she is vice president.
How dare you expect her to stop smoking pot?
Probably not. By the way, the thing is speaking of that, you guys can always take the scripts yourselves and tweak them. No one said you can't. If you feel like you can come up with a better story, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to see it on Discord. Don't be afraid to take it. And if you want, carve it up and refeed it into Grok or ChatGPT, whatever, and say, here's where I might change the story. Let's continue on from here,
It's nice today.
Yeah.
Warm.
It's going to be nice today. It's going to be about 30 degrees Celsius. It's going to be pretty warm.
Yeah, good. Nice.
Maybe I might finally go out of the house for a few hours and get some wiggle and just walk around a little bit.
I wouldn't wear that black top. I'd stick a white cooling t-shirt on. Black will suck up all the heat.
Yeah. But then on the other hand, I don't have too many white tops.
Are you wearing a dress?
I'm wearing my purple skirt again.
Oh, you've got t-shirts. You've got many t-shirts. Michelle, do you forget you've got your Virgo t-shirt?
Oh yeah, the Virgo one. That's true.
You've got other shirts. You need to go and have another look. I think you've forgotten. You've got quite a few t-shirts, Michelle.
Yeah, I do have a few. I haven't worn the Virgo one in a while. I don't really have too many enemies.
And it was Gidgy, I believe, that brought you that Virgo.
Besides, right now, you're the ambassador serving as the spokesperson for the Cinderai and the people of Azeroth. I don't really know if you want to take on too many roles at once. Gidgy is the secretary, or is the assistant to the secretary of social media, which is Noodles. No one's challenging about that.
Morning, Moose.
But it's just kind of stuff, like I said, about the story about Arthur Dent and Fenchurch. I kind of really wonder, I'm the kind of person that actually asks this kind of question. Some people think it's kind of stupid, but I don't care. I'll throw it out there anyway. I wonder if the story was IRL, if the two would have actually gotten married. There was something about the characters in the books that seems to indicate that they were a tight package, and so I wonder exactly if, Douglas Adams would have considered getting the two to be married, whoever's continuing on the series after he passed on. I actually wonder. Not today. No, she's not here today, but she might, knowing her, she'll probably come up later. I had a fun chat last night with Grok.
Yeah, Gigi is in a time difference as well, isn't she, in Texas?
Right, she's an hour behind us. So it's about 10:03 in Texas right now. So she's probably just starting to get her day started. I should send you that chat from ChatGPT I had last night, because we were talking about some of the stuff that went on the Saturday night and Lumi's Sunday morning show. And I should send it to you so you can look at it. But if I do, would you please...
What happened on Lumi's show?
You weren't here on Lumi's show? No, she wasn't. Oh,
I'm usually like take Sundays as a day off, to be honest.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Go watch Lumi's show if you want to get the actual fresh experience. But if you want to just get a Grok and my discussion on it, we'll just read the chat. I think it's very interesting because it kind of carried over from Saturday night with Gigi. And so I say, if you get a chance, if I send you the document, would you please read it?
Yeah, how long is it?
I don't know.
No, I mean,
it's not exactly like I go ahead and put a measuring.
I don't want a book, Michelle. I haven't got time to read a book.
Don't worry, the main part of the story is at the beginning. You don't have to go to the very end. I'm just going to send the whole thing to you, and you can just read it.
Noodles?
Remember, you can always read things in pieces, too. Hey, Noodles, how you doing? Oh, Noodles, how would you like to help me or help Craig Sr. out with me? Possibly upgrade his panel setup. I offered to help him with this, but I need to get a ride down to Long Island. So then you can meet Noodles in person.
Why don't you
Craig
just say,
and Craig
Noodles,
and
I need
Noodles
a
can
ride
meet
to
Craig
Long
in
Island.
person. Well, because Craig would probably like to meet both of us. Oh, I've been thinking about it, Stan. I've been thinking about it. Ain't gonna be no 15 minutes, though. I mean, you know the way it is. With me, when I do my long forms, I tend to go into a lot of detail. And maybe I might do that on the porch today. Why not? Why not? I can... No, he didn't say that. No, you said no. I know Noodles. I know that Craig Sr. wanted to meet up with Noodles, and I wanted to meet up with Denise and and Craig, and Noodles could benefit from it too.
What's he benefiting?
He get a chance to meet some new people that he only talks to in chat. He would be able to meet up with the family and say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Look, guys.
This is my manager.
Noodles drives from New York to New Jersey every day. Okay, back and forth. Right? He meets street people. He talks to everybody. He streams everything. You mean to tell me he can't show me doing something helpful for somebody else?
You're right, Michelle. What a selfish bastard. You mean he can't show you doing a good deed?
He can also help with the good deed, because I'm going to need his help.
Yeah, Michelle, yeah.
Stan says, further up, do a 15-minute, history. I agree. I said I would consider doing that. I already said I might consider doing that, Nats. I already said that. That ain't going to be no 15 minutes. You're talking about a year and a minute? I can't work that fast. But I certainly can give certainly a long history of YouTube.
What has changed in your time on YouTube? What, you or the YouTube? What's changed for you, Michelle?
What's changed for me? In fact, is when I first started YouTube used to be express yourself. Now it's become go fuck yourself.
You're going to have to send Moose a formal request via email to ask Noodles if he will take you to. You need to shoot Moose an email to request Noodle.
I'll talk to Noodles in a DM later on. I think I'd like to help out Craig a little bit.
Skipping the manager.
I'd like to help out Craig a little bit. I mean, it wouldn't be so hard. He's got a whole bunch of these solar panels sitting in his storage spot in his house. He could, like I said, he could just take all those panels that are sitting there, plug them into his portable power bank, and keep them all juiced up, ready to go, you know? They used to be on his roof. They took them off the roof. So, like, we can set up a small, simple frame, maybe out of wood.
Who's setting the frame up, though, Michelle? I mean, you're not nimble, are you? Who's doing all this cutting wood, and is there wood cutting going on? And
I'm thinking about using plastic or PVC instead of wood because it won't rot. But basically, that's where
are you getting the plastic from?
Well, obviously, Craig is going to have to put some money towards the project. I mean, but we can make a simple setup of just laying the panels against this wall for now. I just said I'd like to help him out. I didn't say I was going to be paying for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his car does take a beating, doesn't it, Stan? Yeah, it does. Well,
that's nice thought of you, actually, Michelle, that you want to help somebody out. I like that. That's sweet. I don't know anything about these bloody panel things, and in fact, I'm solar paneled out. But he can save some money.
It can save some money. He's already got the panels from when they were on his roof.
Why did they come off then?
He took them off the roof because it was causing his roof to leak, and now he wants to mount them in his front yard, which is absolutely fine. I could do that with a little bit of help. Make a portable set for him that he could move around as needed. You know.
Noodle said, if you drink pickle juice,
I'm not drinking pickle shit. So
I told you.
Why the hell did you get the 16 states things? Long Island is actually part of New York State. Is part of New York State.
And guess who's paying for the trip, Braindead?
Oh, anyway, we'll see what we can do. Because, I mean, I figured for him, for Craig, and the fact is that utility bills are going through his goddamn roof. And no pun
All he
intended.
needs is wire, I guess, if he's got everything.
Yeah, but it depends on what the panels originally were wired as. Were they wired originally as one microinverters on them? Or did they have an end of string inverter? Now, if it's a microinverters, then he technically just has plug-in solar. He just has to put a plug in the other end and plug it into his mains. If it's a string inverter, then we could theoretically find out if the inverter inside the house is still there and just plug into that. But he wants to be able to use the system without the utility power being present.
Apparently, he needs permission to put them out there.
It's his own house! He doesn't need permission.
He's the town zoning officer.
Yeah, it's his own house. Theoretically, if it's a portable setup, no, he doesn't need permission. And I'm certainly not going to make it permanent. We're going to pour in.
I got when I was living over in Maryland near DC, we weren't allowed to park our cars on our front grass.
He doesn't have an HOA. He doesn't have to do
I
it.
didn't have an HOA, but I wasn't allowed to park anything on my grass. It had to be on the driveway. And once someone had a party and parked the fucking car on my grass, and they got a ticket.
Well, that's local zoning. That's code compliance. It's different. But
Well, it's my property. It's the same thing, but they were able to issue a ticket.
yeah. Oh, he could take it. He could certainly ask around Stan if he really is worried about it. I don't think if he set him up on a wheeled platform, it's gonna have a problem. It's not like he's gonna put out 400 or 40 panels on this front lawn. I don't think his neighbors would appreciate that. But maybe like 2 or 3 of them to keep his power bank charged like he wants to do is going to hurt him any, especially if they're set in a way that he can quickly wheel them into the storage. It's not going to be like that hard to do.
Wheel them into storage? Well, where's he going to store them?
He has them in a garage. He has them in his garage.
Oh, okay.
I just put the air conditioner in my window. Oh, well, Genetics, I put mine in the window back in the middle of March, but I never really used it until yesterday. How you doing today, by the way? Oh, that's an idea, Craig. We could do that. If we order the materials ahead of time, then we will have everything all set to go, ready to be set up. And that way we didn't have to worry about waiting for Amazon to order or have the stuff delivered by Amazon the next day. We just have everything ready.
Well, how would you know what to order?
That's why I asked Craig for some information so I could figure out what to order, what we need. For example, what kind of charge input does his power bank require? Does it require maximum solar panel 19 volts, 23 volts, 48 volts? Does it have an MPPT controller? Does it have what kind of connector does it have? This is things I can look up. I just needed the model number.
Right. And if you stay the night, then it's not such a rush to. That's a lot of driving to expect somebody.
Yeah, I agree. Right, but I agree. But someone's still got to find a way to keep an eye on the cat. And
I think the cat's going to be okay for a one night. What do you think it's going to do?
I don't know what he's going to do. I mean,
he's going to sleep. That's what he's going to do.
Maybe I can get Francis to watch him if I ask him.
You could ask him if he'll pop in and see him. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't really know Francis that well. He knows Krista, but Krista unfortunately told me that she can't even spend the night over here because of where she lives. Which I think is kind of silly.
It is for an adult, isn't it? Can't spend the night somewhere else. Well, there you go.
It is a long trip for him, Craig. You're absolutely right.
Then when he gets there, he's going to be put to work.
Again, that's just where, like I said, where some of these blight ordinances and stuff can sometimes get to be a real pain in the ass.
I get branded.
I absolutely hate pickles, Greg. I don't know why. I mean, if I did go over your house for a day or two, we probably could have some nice vino, some nice wine, or edibles. Yeah.
You and Craig on edibles would be a great stream.
Yeah, but make sure, Michelle is the kind of person that's kind of uptight. If you ever think about how serious she is about what she does, she's going to make sure that the thing she dots her I's and crosses the T's before she takes a bite of anything. Okay. That's pretty good. What is what does the back of the panel say? We're obviously not going to need more than one or two then, which means that the other ones could be set up eventually later on as a plug-in solar setup. Just like we just need 2. 1,000 watts each. That means that maybe 3 if you want to make sure to over panel, which is great because then you could keep your battery topped up, and you could probably plug in a second and third battery. And what kind of battery are you using? Because that's going to matter too. Because if you're using lithium iron phosphate, you got more latitude. If you're going to be using absorbent glass mat or lead acid, you're not going to get as much run time out of them. But so what kind of chemistry are we talking about here that they're going to be connected to, and how many of them? How much per person on the morning fishing boats out of Montauk? That's a good question, Craig. I don't understand. I don't know. Like, you think you and Green thinking about going fishing? Well, that's good. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Craig. I don't know exactly everything about. I had known nothing actually about your back of your land or anything where the sun is at say most of the day. So that's another reason why I wanted to make it portable so we can just adjust it as needed for angle and location instead of making a permanent setup, which would probably get you a bit frustrated. But if it's portable, something that you can wheel around, that'd be good for you. One guy I think he meant to be troll, but I think he didn't realize he just gave a fucking good idea. He said, why couldn't you use solar panels as an awning? And I said, you know what? That is fucking brill. Yeah. Let me explain how that would work. If you know anything about awnings, basically they go over your doors and windows, right? So the panel, and I did see you had an awning, so then you know what I'm talking about. Except this would be a permanent awning. The solar panels would be mounted over your windows and doors so that you get sun and you get shade. So underneath the panel, it's going to stay cooler. So you're not going to have all that hot sun coming into your house, which is going to lower your air conditioning costs. At the same time, when the sun hits it, that generates electricity that charges up your batteries, which allow you to be able to run more electrical stuff using the sun that would have been wasted. Yeah. Right, exactly. That'll be in the backyard. Yeah, that's a good thing too. Well, Craig's panels used to be on his roof, so believe me, at least this way it's going to be easier for him to inspect them, clean them as needed, versus when they were on the roof when you couldn't even get up there except with a garden hose to spray them off, to clean them. So it'll be a lot easier for him to clean them with a deck mop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen people put them on the carports. Yes, I have seen that idea.
What are you doing tonight, Michelle?
Going to finally talk to T-Mobile again and make sure to get me on the right 55 plus plan and not the wrong one again. I already left a message with them last night, but they were closed at the time I left the message at 2 a.m. So unfortunately, I gotta go back and retransmit the message to them at T-Mobile on X and go, you put me on the wrong plan. I need to get put on the right plan.
Yeah. And you want a rebate.
Refund. Or credit for the mistake. Then I should be able to do that. I can, but because my porch faces north, I would have to aim them at the parking lot for maximum power. Yeah, you have to aim them at the parking lot because that's the one that's reflecting all the sun back in from the southern part of the house Michelle doesn't have a porch on. And we did test that. We even tried aiming them at the sky, and that did give some more power. But because that is the northern sky, it only gets sun wee early in the morning and wee late in the night. You're not going to get a lot of power that way. But you could. We are NADS on Wednesday. No, about the same, but Michelle actually is thinking about doing something similar with the two other panels. I need another cord. Yeah, we need to plug in another cord and 2 more sets of splitters and matching fuses. And make sure to install a blocking diode because you don't want to have panels back feeding into the panels when there are panels in the dark because they're going to basically waste energy. Right, I do have blocking diodes on my purchase list, yeah. But let's take care of the paying for the teeth on the 21st, okay? Let's put another $20 or $200, $400 on Ally, $200 on Amazon, and then put another $100 on the electric bill. Okay, that's $500. That's $600, Michelle. $700. So you're gonna be cutting into your checking account and savings account to pay off the teeth. Yes, I have to. No. Okay.
And it doesn't stop there, because then you got to go get your dentures or your partials or whatever they're called.
Right, partials. Right now, I get the homemade ones, but yeah, eventually I want to get the professionally made ones. That's okay, Craig. We'll figure it out. And they said, you just take me a picture of the labels on the panels, and then the model of your power bank, and what kind of batteries it uses. If you don't know, that's okay. Just send me pictures, whatever you have, and then I'll start looking at the design and see what we can build you.
I would drink pickle juice for that. Easy, no problem. There's worse things to drink.
Yeah, except I hate pickles. So,
well, I don't hate pickles, but I hate fish. But I would probably eat some fish. I want it. It's not going to kill you, is it? It's just a. Ugh.
I'm trying to see what Craig says here.
But don't do anything you don't want to do, Michelle.
Yeah, we talked about that on yesterday's stream too, which you weren't there for on my channel. It says he wants to build one in the backyard, yes. And let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any messages from Craig. No, I don't see any more than that. Oh yeah, I said yes, that's all I got. Information gathered, don't stress on it. Okay, great, thank you. The help. Because let's make a setup that works out for you. Yeah.
How much pickle juice are we talking about, though? Because, I mean, if I was doing that, there's no way I could drink like a pint of it. No fucking way.
What would you imagine about drinking pure white vinegar?
No, that would be stupid. I think that would be dangerous.
Actually, no, it's no worse than pickle juice. That's true. I have tried that.
Pickle juice was good for you. Always seeing that pickle juices things are good.
So is white vinegar. If you think about it, Tiger, it's gonna go in one end and out the other.
I don't know about the white
vinegar. Pipes are clean.
I think it's too harsh, Michelle. White vinegar might burn. Like, I just know that.
It would burn, yeah, but you didn't ask if it would burn. You just asked.
What do you mean a full glass? What kind of glass?
I hate the smell of pickles. Oh my god, I can't stand pickles. I'm sorry, it's so gross.
How about she eats a pickle?
No, I don't even like eating them. I absolutely will not. I'm sorry, I will not eat a pickle. Do not even push it. I already did once for noodles, so it was fine. It was deep fried anyway, so I probably didn't really notice much about it. That's because most of the vinegar probably evaporated from the cooking. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes a Bloody Mary. You like a Bloody Mary, Michelle? I think. Oh, was it Bloody Marys you drank on the ship? No, it wasn't a Bloody Mary.
I didn't drink. I drank a Cafe Royale. I never drank Bloody Marys.
Cafe Royale. Oh, she likes a Cafe Royale,
which is based in cognac.
Oh.
Pentecostals and Anderson Hendersons. That's a Virginia whole rattlesnakes and drink turpentine.
Pickle power.
Oh, first of all, I wouldn't want to hold a rattlesnake, and I certainly wouldn't drink turpentine or strychnine. But
no, that'd be dumb. Ugh.
I guess. I mean, NASQ probably has, depending on the. NASQ probably held steaks before even venomous ones.
Michelle, there's these really tiny little pickles, and they're really sweet. They're delicious. Honestly, they're like candy. I think you might like those. They're like not as big as a big pickle, kind of midgets, I think they're called, and they're like sweet. And to me, they taste a bit cinnamony, maybe.
By the way, if you want to get the green patina on copper, you just go ahead, brush it with vinegar, and it'll turn green for you.
Why would I want? I don't even have any.
No, I know you don't, but I mean, it's if you want to add the patina to something you're making with metal, with copper or bronze, it'll turn it green using vinegar.
Pickled ice cream. Yuck. But I would eat it if I'd eat it for a challenge.
No, you're the one that wants to drink that shit, not me. It ain't my thing. Trust me.
Gigi's had a gallon of pickle juice and she's drank it a few times.
Yeah. I don't know, Ned. I mean, there are people that do have rattlesnakes as pets, and they do hold them. But you're right. I mean, that venom can. I bet they have venom in the refrigerators just in case the snake is not in a good mood. You know. No, actually, that would destroy your hair. But you can use white vinegar with your hair to help strip out any excess oils. The problem is just that. You strip out the excess oil in your hair. I used to use a little bit of white vinegar in my hair. But
He's offering you $10 cash money right now to hear Carmen
nobody's
Miranda.
giving me cash money because, Tiger, let's be honest, you know I'm not going to do it. Anyways, don't even go there.
Not drink. You've only got to Carmen Miranda speak in tongues.
Say what?
If to hear Carmen Miranda speak in tongues.
Now you're making fun of Carmen? Why? Well, that's just the way they are. Right, anti-venom, yeah. So I'm sure that anyone who has any kind of venomous snakes probably has anti-venom in the refrigerator, just like some people have epinephrine or EpiPens.
I think snakes, they don't do much, do they? They're quite nice to look at, but they're not giving you much love back, are they?
Yeah.
Same with fish. I'm not into fish. I wouldn't be cruel to them, but I just don't get them. They're very nice to look at, I guess.
Fish are okay. Tropical fish are, for most people are considered kind of useless, actually. They're more or less just food sources, but they also do help protect the coral reefs that they're in. But they're also food sources for other fish. Well,
I'm going to get going. I can be doing stuff, so...
Yeah, I got to go ahead. I'm going to have to get on X and try to remind T-Mobile that they screwed up. And I actually did cut the piece of message out of where they explained what they were supposed to do. And I'm going to say is, this guy said he was going to do this, but he messed up and put me on the wrong plan. And I want to get on the 55 plus plan for my two phones. Please. Because that's what we were supposed to get on. And I got on this plan that costs more money. And I'm going to get on the right plan that I was promised. Yes, Noodles, we know you eat McDonald's every day. That's obvious. And Wendy's and probably a million other restaurants. Yeah. Yes, Moose, I see you.
Michelle, I just wanted to let you know, Noodles had me draft up an actual contract for any appearances that if anybody requests his appearance, they have to agree to the contract, sign it first. That's why you have to talk to me if you want him to come visit you. Noodles is trying to protect himself.
Anything else?
So there's agreed upon fees and residuals that has to be agreed upon before he shows up. Just letting you know.
That's it. I put some sardines the other day, Rambo. Never had them before. Nah, I've eaten anchovies. I don't really like them. They're just not my thing. I tried some anchovies. They're not that great. So let's see. Since obviously it looks like everybody's done with the panel right now. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm gonna take a quick look at something here. Let's see if join us at the Norfolk Hub. Healthcare, PayPal. Offer more ways to pay with PayPal invoicing. That's nice. That's what I normally do a lot of invoicing on PayPal. Yeah. Yeah, sardines can be kind of okay. Other tinned fish can be okay. Stay away from this pastrami. Oh God, yes. Unless you've ever had it before. She probably never did. You're supposed to open the can underwater, and you're supposed to open it 100 feet away from anybody. Well, I never tried sardines and pizza. I did try anchovies and pizza once. I didn't think it was that good because the guy wanted anchovies on his half, and then I ended up trying a piece of it to see what it tasted like. It was like yuck. So, I just checked to see if Craig left me an email about the panel pictures. Maybe he sent it to you as a text message. I'll go look. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go check to see if there's anything. Pictures. It's Monday, so it's kind of like just... I don't either. I tried them, I didn't like it. I like cod. I like flounder. I think I've had bass too, which is okay. Mackerel, forget it. Mackerel's too bony. I could not eat mackerel. I tried it. Besides the flavor, it's just not anything I would like. I've eaten whitefish. I don't know. Maybe you might want to look on the internet and see if there's any herring or sardine recipes. I do know some people eat sardines raw, so well, they're not really raw. They were processed in the factory so that they were pasteurized. So yeah. I got tilapia in the freezer. I got some too, actually. It's been frozen for years. Maybe I might just cook it for 3 minutes and just eat it. Throw some garlic on it. Garlic? Yeah. Garlic powder on tilapia? Fish and garlic powder. Maybe. It's a Swedish pickled herring. It's called pastrami. It's just vile. It is vile. There were videos of people trying it for the first time. There was one video of a woman that made a mistake in opening the can in her house. And she's eating this stuff raw and she's soldiering on. She's like gagging. It's graphic. It's graphic. Oh, the pastrami in the heads are not gone. No, they're not. They're not. It's not an Indian place. It's a Peruvian restaurant. It's a Peruvian restaurant. Look, Stan, I have not even eaten there yet. I have never been in there yet. I looked at the menu. I didn't recognize anything. Even though I tried really hard to find what some of the food was, I had no clue. You also got Ace's Place for breakfast, too. You haven't been to. Yeah. Right. They don't. Some, I don't know what the fruit, though, but the pastrami is ridiculous. You're supposed to open the can underwater because of obvious reasons. And the thing is, I don't really ever see anyone in there. It's like there's no crowd in there. It's like some small, tiny YouTube channels. You know, maybe you get like 1 or 2 customers in a friggin' day. You know, that's it. There's not even that many people in there. I don't even know how they're making it. I don't even know how they're. Yeah, they would be good for that. Omega-3s, definitely. Fish oils. I always wondered what fishes they were getting oils out of. Maybe that's the fishes they used to get oils out of. I mean, what do they do? Are they putting the fish in a hydraulic press and smushing it till it's basically nothing more than paste? And then they have a little container that screens out the fish bits and basically extracts the oil from each fish. A soft, delicate texture sounds fine. It's the pickling brine vinegar is the part that makes it stink to high hell. It's the ain't my fault, buddy. Look, here's the deal. Yeah, it's. And someone else said to be nice about polite about this. If you guys don't like the ads, you could always buy YouTube Premium or YouTube Red. You could buy that. You know, even you could buy the light one, and then you wouldn't get ads. And I still would be making some ad revenue from the form of from YouTube Red. That's interesting. Which son? How many sons does he have? 2. 3, I think 2 or 3 sons. 2 or 3 sons and daughter, I think, too. I don't know, Stan CT, if his son has the diner anymore. Which used to be very known as Berkshire Dairy. I don't know if he still has that or not. So do the people in Sweden. Yeah. And they pickle it. It's like one person said they kill the fish twice. Oh, escargot, just like Mr. Bean's European Vacation, right? Oh, that was a fun movie. You guys, in case you forgot Mr. Bean's Vacation, right? With the escargot in the French restaurant. He thought the food so revolting that he poured it into the woman's handbag. And the chef kept sending more shit his way. What would you do when you found escargot in your purse? I'd be pissed. What the hell did you do that for? My phone was in there. Yeah. By the way, I see that they're rebuilding the porch in the yellow house. Totally rebuild it from scratch. Just in time, too, because that was probably the thing that the inspector Charlie told him. Hey, you think your main building's got problems, buddy? You got problems with this yellow house, too. You gotta fix this porch. Its wood's rotting, man. So, obviously, they've been rebuilding the porch. New wood and everything. Which is good. Because when I was over there at Ebony's porch, the wood was so rotty, it was embarrassing. Oxy Coke. That sounds like an interesting idea. I know it's short for something else, but let's say I could just see Billy Mays saying, "Hi, this is Billy Mays here, featuring the new beverage called Oxy Coke. It'll give you extra juicy energy, and it'll basically make you fly off the handle." Oh, God. I used it myself, and I ended up in a box. I will, Moose. Email just was on there looking for Craig's messages. No subject. Yeah, I see it. Fine. I gotta check out new Craig's message later with the panel information and stuff, and then I can figure it out. I got a feeling a building inspector put a cattle prod up his ass about that porch, just like he did on the original porch in this building. Jimmy probably did not enjoy the buzz. That's probably true. Yes, that's what he's saying. Yeah, that's really what he's saying. Yeah, everything's good for the most part. So we're gonna take care of some things today. After we partake of our morning vitamins, we're gonna go ahead and maybe even eat some Honey Nut Cheerios. Maybe. Or just finish up the last of the frozen waffles. 21st, I got it placed on the grocery order. Yeah. Oh, wait. What? If you're going to place it on a grocery order, there's only one valid question. What's that? If you're going to be paying $700 between Olo, which used to be Ally, and $200 to Amazon and $100 to the electric bill, you're going to have money for groceries? I will probably have to take some out of my savings. Oh. Does that do a better cleaning job than OxyClean? I don't know. I don't think it's used for cleaning your surfaces. OxyContin gets the top stains out. Get yours from the DEA today. Oh, God. Yeah, we do. I think a lot of us sometimes have a little bit of an insecurity issue, which sometimes screws us up a lot. That's something that people don't realize. I think we just get. I mean, we're our own worst critics. We really are. I mean, like, we don't like doing anything half-assed, and when we do anything, it's like we have to figure every conceivable possibility. And sometimes that just absolutely results in total stalemate, nothing happening, because it's like we give ourselves decision paralysis. That's the reality. Yeah. Well, we have 12 watching, 114 views, 15 minutes, 23 seconds. Likes count, let's see, where is the like count? The usual third. Likes, hey! Oh, it's more likes, guys. Come on. 6. You forgot to remind them that's why. Okay, right. So, guys, put some likes in the like jar, okay? It helps. They're here for you, so. Yeah. Let's see. Galley says, can you believe that yellow building I used to live in next to himself, not a landlord, has to put in new ports in the whole entire building in town of Winston? Yes, but then again, when he bought that building from the other landlord that lived there before, the porch was already ruined and he didn't even bother to fix it. Yeah, the town is sticking Kyle Pratt up his ass, that's for sure. All right. Well, why don't we just go ahead and get the blessings done, and we got things we got to do today too. We did stay on for 2 hours, and that was a big deal. And we want to say thank you for everybody for coming every day. It's going to be mild, like we said. It's going to be 30 degrees Celsius, so you guys are going to probably be outside with your families anyway. Summer's kind of our lower viewing, so I'm not really overall freaking out about it. But we do want to remind you, if you can please share the show out with your friends. It wouldn't hurt, Maybe somebody enjoys the environment. Yeah, I know Mojo does. I know a lot of people do. Yeah, so it's time to get ready to wrap it up. Gidget came late. Too late. Too bad. We already closed the panel, Gidget, so you're not coming up tonight. All right, so let's get this reminder out. Absolutely. May all you guys have a happy and safe day. Stay out of trouble. Keep cool. Do something useful with life. Anything. Don't just sit there like a big fat turd on a plate, okay? Don't forget we're here for you. We care about you. We want you safe, happy, healthy. Want to see you get ahead in life and do something good. And even if the day doesn't always turn out to be a major success, at least you're putting the effort in. We appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you taking the time to take care of yourself, too. The service is over. Time to go. Peace, kind, love, and don't forget the party on, dude, and be excellent to one another. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Michele Marie Dalene, I will always be there for you. Michele, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control. She won't give up, she won't sit down. In her purple dress, she twirls around.